yeah, you said you translate home to whose home.
Yes, but I didn't do that.
But you cannot say we visit whose home.
The people.
The people.
Whose
Yeah.
home?
The only way we can use whose is the people whose home
Was visited by us. Were very.
yeah, the people, the only way is the people whose home we visited.
Were very.
No. Yeah, the people whose home that we visited were very hospitable. That's the only way. That's the only way. The people. Whose home we visited.
So here, then do an answer page of this.
Hold on. We visited were very. What for? Mrs. Lake is the teacher. I enjoy her class the most. So the answer is.
Mrs. Lake is the teacher whose class I enjoy the most.
Yeah, that's right. ENJOY. The teacher asked the parent to confer with her. Their children were failing. Hey, the teacher asked the parent to confer with her. 去跟他谈一下，没有 ？Their children were failing. What failing?
不及格。
Yeah， 就是考得很烂，就是考得很糟。那些小孩子考得很糟。So the teacher was.
As the parent
The teacher as the parent. Asked the children. Asked the parent.
Whose children were willing to confer with her.
Yeah, were willing to. Yeah. But boy, choose the correct meaning for each sentence. The secretary that trained my office assistant was arrested for ID theft. Do you know what ID theft is? ID theft means you go to you live in Taoyuan, but when you use your credit card, when you apply for credit card, you use Linda's name, or you use Eric's name, the other Eric's name to do anything. So you use his name to live your life. So you use his name to apply a credit card, to have bank account. So you can use his money.
Why can you use his name?
ID theft. Because if you know somebody's credit card number, so that means you use somebody's credit card and you on the net people think you are the person, but actually if you somehow you hack into his bank account, you can access to his bank account, and so you can use his money in the bank account. So that's the ID theft. Yeah. So my secretary that trained my office assistant was arrested for ID theft. So
a secretary was arrested for ID theft.
A secretary. Hey, wait.
Or
that means the secretary that trained my office assistant. 训练我办公室那个助理的那一个秘书呢，被逮捕了，是因为呢，身份的窃案，就是呢，借用别人身份。
I do that is not check. I just write C.
A. My office assistant was arrested for ID theft. Not this one. Not this one. A secretary trained my office assistant.
Not the main idea.
But this, choose the correct meaning for each sentence.
It's not a meaning.
Alright, C. A secretary was arrested for ID theft.
C, yes.
So C is the correct answer.
So can I just not to check, I just write the C.
As long as the teacher knows that's your choice, okay?
Okay.
The nurse who gave the patient her medication was unusually talkative.
A.
Hey, the nurse who gave the patient
Is not.
her medication was unusually talkative. What's unusually talkative?
现在他们
What's talkative?
很会讲话。
Yeah, usually talkative 就是 talkative 就是话多的，很会说的，很会说话，怎么样？usually talkative, usually 是通常的，常见的，unusually 就是罕见的，所以呢，很罕见的话多。So the nurse. So the answer is the nurse was unusually talkative. Okay, the taxi driver who turned in a lost wallet to the police received a large reward. 那个呢 ，turn in 就是缴交那个失踪皮夹给警方的那个汽车司机呢，得到一个丰厚的一个报酬。So the taxi driver received a reward. Yeah. The math teacher whose method includes memorization and the focus on basic skills is very popular with parents. So,
the parents like the math teacher.
这个数学老师呢，他的教法呢包含了有记忆跟注意的那些基础观念上的呢，这个老师呢很受家长的欢迎。换句话说呢，the parents like the math teacher. That's correct. The parents focus on basic skills. No. So the answer is A. 5. The computer that couldn't read your files had a virus. 那个没有办法读取你档案的那个电脑呢，有病毒，中毒了。A. The computer couldn't read your file. The computer had a virus. So the point is the computer had a virus. Or 6. A friend of mine, whose husband is a firefighter, accidentally started a fire in their kitchen. A friend of mine whose husband is a firefighter started a fire in their kitchen. My friend
started a fire.
A friend of mine whose husband. No. My friend is a fire. A friend of mine whose husband. A is not right. My friend is not a firefighter. My friend started a fire. No.
Yes.
Yeah. A friend of mine.
My friend started a fire.
Not a firefighter.
No, my friend started. Yeah, my friend started a fire. Yeah, this is correct.
And then started a fire.
The firefighter started a fire. No, C is not right. So a friend of mine who's having my friend started a fire. So it's B, not C. And 7. The surgeon, 这个外科医生呢 who operated on my mother is undergoing surgery. Yeah, undergoing surgery today. 帮我妈妈做手术的这个人呢 is undergoing. 今天要进行手术，所以呢 the surgeon is having a surgery today. My mother. So the answer is the surgeon is having surgery today. My mother is having surgery today. My mother already answered A. And next one, the town where I grew up has changed. The town which I grew up in. The town which I grew up in has changed. Okay, the town in which I grew up is okay. The house where I lived isn't there anymore. The house which I lived in isn't there anymore. The street where I lived is now a parking lot. The street which I lived on. The park in which I played is now a mall. The park where I played is now a mall. So you can either put in which together before the adjective clause. or separate them, that's okay too. Thank you. Okay, let's look at the new word then. And what's your word? So where's your wallet? Eric, I have a question. If you lose your wallet, how did you memorize those words?
On the sofa. I borrowed my word.
And do you have your wallet?
Yeah, here.
And you have your wallet. And you lost your wallet. You know, Arthur has the same problem too. You're like a big Arthur. Arthur is a little
They
Eric.
are brothers.
Hmm?
They are brothers.
Yeah, from the same family. The dad and mom is either one of them that is very forgettable.
Not good, but sometimes, but not very.
Your dad or your mom. This is a gene from the family. Sometimes from both. Sometimes from one of them. So this is from your
My mom, but
my mom.
but it's not very 严重.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But
It's not that
but you
bad.
and your brother are the worst
Yes.
in the family. All right. Please just share. I'll give you a copy later, but please try not to lose them. Okay? Please. Oh, I think the best way is you take a picture of it and you can just read it from
all
it.
of picture.
Yeah, and then you because if I give you one, I'm very sure you'll lose it.
And
But you won't lose your phone, right? So how about later you just take a picture of the wallet from Linda and then you can just keep your phone because I know you will study. You don't lose your phone because you care about the phone. You can lose anything but not your phone.
But one time I lose the phone.
I remember he said that.
I put it on the 游览车, so I go to the 游览车停车场.
三头.
But did you get the phone back?
Yeah.
But you will try to get your phone back, but you won't try to get the wallet back.
You know, I lost something yesterday. First, I forgot to take the 找钱
Change.
and then when
How much was that?
I get back $100, so I lost. It's 180, so I lost $80. And then when I was riding the bicycle, maybe the wallet just fall off.
Where is the wallet?
No, I don't know.
I have to say, some people they are very smart, they're good students, but they just end up forgettable. Hey, my sister-in-law, he was in a 台大国法所,研究生, right? 硕士. But she's very forgettable. Every time we go out, we go to Macau or go to foreign country, every time on the plane, and her mom and we just say, hey, don't forget, do you bring your iPad? Do you bring your bag? Do you bring anything? Yeah. But once, she left her iPad on the plane. Even we told her to be careful, but she lost it. And every time she comes to my house, and before she leaves, we just say, hey, do you check everything? Do you bring anything? Yeah, I do. And then she lost her pad, her phone. Sometimes her child. Her child, no.
Her pet?
iPad.
Oh,
phone.
I see.
And sometimes this, sometimes that. But she goes to a very good school. So probably you are the same kind of person. Well, good luck. Don't lose your child one day. All right, number one, again, incredible.
Incredible.
Hey, wait. Two. Again, controversial. Yeah, controversial 有争议的一个 Trump is a very controversial person. Trump, right? Or Korea Fish is a controversial person. Chen Shizong is a very controversial now.
Why? Maybe.
Before, yeah. Right now he's very controversial because he said some very silly things. Do you know how many silly things he has said? More than Korea Fish, I guess. You can just go on and Google the thing he said. He said so many interesting things.
Like what?
Like 含瘦肉精的肉呢，吃个很多也不会怎么样，是还好的。Or 唱歌有什么关系？反正你很辛苦，或者唱个歌就被他骂爆了。And then 瘦肉精的，but he said so many crazy things. 来一个，我们不能开放那时候小牛，是因为呢现在长大了，所以呢其实没关系的。There's like so many crazy things. Yeah, I don't know. Well, but before right now he's kind of controversial, but I hope he can, be smart. He can be smart. But some teachers in the school are very controversial. And then once my parents told me, my daughter's teacher at school, why? One time he take the whole class to 中校复兴 station, to the 松烟什么的, and didn't tell the teacher and tell the parents. He just took them there. But all the students like the teacher because the teacher is very interesting. But all the parents are so angry because they didn't tell the parents that they will bring the kids to other places outside of school, like a school trip. So very controversial. Yeah. 意外的 we say, yeah, by accident you can do something. Something happened by accident. Spider-Man become a Spider-Man by accident because he got stung by the spider. So he got a superpower. 严重的 we say. Critically, yeah, critically, 严重的 critical. 濒临绝种的 we say endangered, 广泛地 extensively. Alright, 支持 or 岸 we say shore, but in this story it's shore, 就是海岸的意思。Alright, 船队舰队 we say fleet, we say squid, and 鲑鱼 is salmon, yeah, 国外都说三文鱼。Salmon. It's true. Because salmon, right? Salmon. Yeah, especially I like what I mean Hong Kong and Macau. Because Cantonese, 广东话 is a very complex language because it has some Chinese, some English, but they change English directly to Cantonese. So 三文鱼 is salmon. 紫搓贝瑞 is strawberry. Strawberry, and they change the sound to Cantonese, so it's strawberry. And I like to eat something called 西多士. No, 西多士.
What is that?
It's called it's French toast. French toast is like you fry. Bread. You fry the piece of bread and you put some maybe honey or syrup on it. You put butter, maybe a bit of peanut butter on it. So fried toast. They call it 西多士 French toast. And French toast. 塞多西.
What?
Yeah, they have so many Cantonese directly translate from the sound of English. It's interesting. Now next time, if you have a chance, you don't have to go to a restaurant. You can just stay home. You Google 茶餐厅菜单, and they have a list. You can see a lot of very crazy names. 水果名, 什么蔬菜名. Yeah, if you can read those words, and you know how to say those words in English, and you know why. Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, next one. 另外 we say in addition. 环境保护论者 is environmentalist. 抛苗播传 ，Oh my god， 抛苗播传。抛苗播传 means you throw something. Yeah. Do you know a boat, a ship? They don't want to float away because of the weight. So what do? 抛锚. They throw something really heavy to make the ship stay there, right? That's anchor.
So why just don't like 锚?
I don't know. Because anchor that also means you want to park the ship, make the ship stay there. Okay, 漂流 we say drift. 所以呢，汽车的漂移叫 drift. 所以甩尾就是 drifting. So I can drift the car. So the drifting is really cool. Drift. 如果你看玩命奔腾的话呢 they drift all the time. Yeah. And next one, 抗议 is protest. 采取. Adopt. 决议 is resolution. 禁止. Ban. 严厉的. Strictly. 管理 is regulate. 这个管理的 regulate by regulation 是规则的意思，所以 regulate 就是定一些规则做管理。 In your school, the school will regulate students. They use some regulations, like a school regulations. You cannot do this. You don't do this. So do you have regulations at school? Do you bring any regulations at school? Did you get tickets from the school?
Maybe like when I was like 18 was like 18 when you are monkey.
My kid got a regulation from school because he climbed on a slide on maybe a third day. So some student from a higher grade, and maybe the student told the teacher, and the teacher wrote in the communication book, 什么违规什么的，爬溜滑梯，爬溜滑梯。And why do you do that? Not just me, and somebody did that too. Kids do that all the time, right? Yeah, that's interesting. But anyway, regulate. Okay, weighted is, okay, hazard. Alright, if you have a word that you can use to describe your strange.
No.
So strict and strictly are not the same. What do you mean now? You have to use strictly. Hey, strictly like in April, in March and fall, that clock change 的定下某种规范或什么的。So strictly means 一种方式 ，in a strict way. Strictly what? You can say you practice the rules strictly. 严厉的、认真的执行这个规则。Yeah. Practice the rules.
And the rule is we can, if you say bad word or show your middle finger another person, you need to do.
You have to what? How do you say 支持? Claimant. You can say that you can say maybe the assistant of the day, assistant of the class in that day, because you have to assist the teachers, right? You have to clean the room, all right?
And my friend Jerry, he always says that so he needs to participate.
He needs to be the assistant, the class assistant for 20 days. So that means he said bad word for 20 times.
Yes. Or throw some trash on the floor.
Nice. Okay, great. That's very true. Okay, anybody? I think there are many of the words are easy to.
So what is that regulate the noun of regulate?
Regulation.
Oh, and how they regulate?
Violate. Violate the regulation.
So one of my because in our class, if we regulate the violation or some
Violate the regulations of our class.
violate the regulation of our class, like you go to school late, like that, and you have to be you have to be assistant.
So you are the assistant of the class.
And one of my classmates, he always 超级严重。
You can say hey.
Critically.
No, you don't use critically here.
Critically.
You don't severely. Remember severely. Yeah.
Okay. It's severely.
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 That's French. Could you?
He always severely comes to school late. Like,
No, he comes to school severely late every day, every time, every week.
yes,
Severely late.
severely late. And like one time he comes to school after the first class was end.
But he arrives, when he arrives at school,
Yes.
the first class is,
The first class is end.
the first class ended.
Yes. And
That's severely late.
he always say he's by accident, so he's
He always say he is late by accident.
like
不小心迟到的。
there's like one time he said he missed the dog.
He met a dog.
Yes. And the dog is racing.
跟他赛跑。
No. 追他
Right after him, not racing him.
right after him. So he tends to go late. But sometimes he just sleep. He just maybe sleep to how to say, he wake up too late. Because one time our homework teacher, because he didn't come to school, so she made a phone call to his parents, and his parents said, "Huh? He didn't go to school?" And they open his room door. He is still sleeping. So his parents didn't know that he didn't go to school that day.
But the parents were home.
Yes.
But the parents didn't know he was still home.
Yes.
That's very strange.
Yes.
They don't care about their child.
Yes.
That doesn't happen in your family, right?
My whole news day when his parents hear that they were very surprised. And sometimes
I'm very surprised.
because he went to school like he looked and it's like 9 o'clock. So maybe he will stay not like 8 o'clock or something, and he will stay at the 7-Eleven near our school until maybe 早自习 end or the first class end. And he goes to school.
Wow.
So he needs to be the class assistant every week. And his because we minus the points and the people who minus the top 4 people who minus the most points will be a class assistant. One time the point he minus every other people how they talk.
The total.
The total of every other people is lower than him.
Anyway, he got the worst score.
Yes.
Okay. Linda.
2 days ago, something that happened in our class.
Hope this is not about you.
And then the
About you again?
no.
About the teacher.
The teacher strictly talked to us suddenly.
Talk to us suddenly.
Yes. Because we don't know what's going on. We just saw a girl standing outside. And
Standing outside
yes.
the classroom.
And many people was around her. And I don't know what is going on. And the teacher suddenly talked to us in a bad way. Yes. And then because the teacher was nervous, he is not really angry about us, just
So
because
what
he was
happened?
nervous.
So what did he say? What happened?
Yes, this is what happened.
You make this sound really, really bad, but we don't know what really happened.
Someone wants to commit suicide in front of our class.
Someone wanted to commit suicide and came to your class?
In front of our class. It's
someone wanted to kill herself, and she was outside your classroom.
So she tells the teacher, can I commit suicide here? Like that.
What happened to your class?
It's our class.
And I mean, what? It's not your class. It's only your classroom.
It's
So
my
what-
classmate.
But it's a class. It's a
It's my
student.
classmate.
It's your classmate.
So that girl is your classmate.
So your classmate wanted to commit suicide outside your classroom.
Yes.
So she said, can I go?
What
to commit suicide?"
was she trying to do?
Jump.
Climb over the langan. And that was the third floor.
And then what happened? And then
And then many people were pulling her because we don't want her to jump. Yes. And
so eventually she didn't jump.
yes, so he can, the teacher didn't want her to come to school.
What?
Just the next day, so it's yesterday, yeah. And then today she didn't come to school again because she is unhappy because,
Is that 自闭症 one?
yeah.
The one with that. Okay. So is that the one who you talked about before about your badminton your badminton incident 一个事件
No.
Another one?
Just the
Wow, you are in a very special class. Many
the,
students got their own problems.
You say, there is a guy in your...
Yeah, when I was in junior high, somebody reached out. And I played ping pong with him after 1 or 2 months.
we were scared because we don't know
What floor you are?
if she jumps down to the first floor.
What floor you are? What floor you are?
Third floor.
Third floor is not very dangerous.
Yeah, you
There's
can
a
jump,
guy.
you can
Wait,
jump.
it's not,
You can
it's
jump
not
down.
how tall the building is, it's how the person lands on the ground, okay?
There's a guy from my...
If you go like this, or this, or, yeah.
There's a guy from my elementary school, he fall from the third floor, but he didn't even 骨折, he just some teeth has fall, but he didn't even 骨折.
Some people know, yeah, cool, cool跑, they can just, whoop. Yeah, they know how to do that, but, well, don't do that. Junior high school, sometimes they get too excited about things, and then they just do silly things. Because they are at the age of the hormone, maybe it just gets, pumping too much, and they just do silly things. So try to calm down.
I think when someone wants to jump, you should put some 气垫 on
We are on the third floor and
before that.
No. Next time, listen. Next time, when somebody does that, if you want to stop a person, you have to do something to redirect a person's attention. So you should stop singing songs. You stop dancing or doing some silly things to get a person's attention, and then he will forget what he's trying to do. And then that's the time you can grab him into your classroom or stop him from doing anything silly, because you have to get a person's attention.
I know.
You don't just say, hey, don't do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. Yes.
The teacher told us
Oh.
not to talk to
I know.
Yeah, don't talk to you, but you just do some silly
Don't
things.
do anything. If you
Hey, at that time you should do some silly thing like just shout loudly to each other or something,
No,
and
because
you will get attention
she
of
is
him like that.
Yeah, probably, but don't talk about any topic about the person, because, I just get jumpy, yeah. But you can do some silly things. You can do some silly things.
Or you can put a 气垫 on
You can kiss another boy and then running around the hallway, and then you'll get the person's attention, and then maybe she will laugh and forget what she was trying to do.
No, she won't.
Maybe she will be thinking nobody is looking at her, so
jump.
so
No,
she don't do
if
that.
everyone look at her, she
So nobody look at her, 没有。
没有观众。Hello, I'm going to jump. Look at me, please. Yeah, some people are like that, but I'm very sure your friend is not like that.
yeah.
Okay, Paul.
Last month, we
in your school.
Yes.
So
You can decide.
you can choose.
You can choose.
There are
So good.
There are two lunchbox companies.
Yeah.
But
So you can choose every 2 months, or you can choose every time, every day.
Every week.
month.
So every time, every month you can choose a different one.
So good.
And
You can choose.
we did that during math class.
Actually,
Huh?
During math
You choose that during your math class.
So good.
The teacher said yes.
Your homeroom teacher.
Math teacher.
Why does the teacher care?
No, she let us
Use the-
having a vote.
She let you to use the important math class time to vote for what dinner company or lunchbox company you are going to. Okay.
And
Maybe the teacher wants to relax.
Actually, it's a big company. Sometimes like that.
Maybe.
we asked her the session, and she said she always choose this one. So
What do you mean one of them? Because we don't know.
one of them,
Okay.
and our class choose the same one. After that, she was required
Required.
or
Regretted.
regret because if we throw the lunch taste not good, she will be
She will be responsible for that.
But both are not good.
But she can say, okay, I feel a different way. You know, I like the meal, but you don't. That's your problem. I personally think this is very good.
But actually, both are bad.
But maybe they are from the same company.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, maybe they have the same boss. Like, hey, Booking, you know, the travel agency, the Booking.com and Agoda or Hotel.com, I forgot which one. Those two are have the same boss. The same boss, they started different hotel booking website. So people will go different website, but actually they are the same owner. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So if you go there, check the price, you're not happy with the price, you go to the other one. Hey, I'm still having the company, so I still make the money. Yeah, that's how they work. That's how they work. Same boss. Yeah, maybe they are the same too.
But you know, sometimes the name of the Thailand will be very good at some like.
I heard that you say.
Not very good.
Vegetable.
No, very strange, like you know 斐丽牛排的一个斐丽鸡排，and you know
They just want to make the fancy name for those
You know-
words, but they are just 鸡排。
you know 骰
你给谁呀？法国鸡排啊。
and you know 骰子牛 and
徐志摩鸡排。
骰子豆腐。
Maybe you can see the number of that on the logo. 特别雕刻。Nice. Yeah, just you know, 香榭炒青菜。
They have a name called
You know-
台北青菜。
Oh yes, we have that. 台北青菜。We are in Taipei, so it will be expensive.
Can I order Pingdong青菜? Maybe it's cheaper. Yeah, that's very smart. I'll do that. Okay, Pingdong青菜. Lawrence.
Today, after we do the test, we had math test, and
You finish your test and you have math class right away.
So sad.
It's really sad.
The whole afternoon we have 技能课，就来
技能课。
体育啊、美术啊、统编啊。
哦，
小类课。
技能课。
and teacher said just that we can have fun.
So good. Who's your teacher?
So you vote for something. Did you vote for something? You vote for something too?
To vote for something to
他们投票选便当，你们投票干嘛？
玩游戏。
要玩什么游戏？卡通对决。
So you vote for games. Which game you are going to play?
狼人杀。
Huh?
狼人杀。
And then you decided to play 狼人杀.
Oh yes. And then my friend he joined the game too. And but he played cell phone.
He played his cell phone?
Cell phone 狼人杀
And
Cell phone 狼人杀.
Yeah, you play cell phone.
he had played for 20 minutes. And the teacher saw him.
So bad.
And the teacher came beside him.
Walk to him.
The teacher walked to him and
Join him.
no.
Wait, who's your teacher?
You took out the phone and played the online game.
She wants to take the phone
Away.
away.
Phone back.
Teacher phone.
Oh, the teacher's phone. Wow, your math teacher lended her phone to the student so she can play 狼人杀 online. That's a nice teacher.
Playing his own game.
Okay, his own phone. On his own phone, right? That's more reasonable. Yes, and then?
And then my friend
Adopt a way to protest what the teacher was doing. So how and what did she do? He do. She, yes, a she?
The teacher is
I mean, what does the student do?
he hugged the phone.
Hug the phone?
And the teacher hugged him.
The teacher hugged him?
What?
He was hugging his own phone and the teacher hugged him.
What?
The teacher
What?
wanted to take the phone away.
Oh.
So she had to hug him and put the phone away.
去找了，去苹果园。
So if we see that is a teacher hugging a student, 新雅 is very strange school.
去苹果园。
Yeah, 我去开会了，我是新民会的。Yes.
And he shouted,
The teacher or the student?
the student.
What's his name?
新雅 is a special class, special school. And then what happened? What did the teacher do?
The teacher successfully took the phone.
Nice. Okay, that's good to know. Hey, your school life is really interesting. I'll try to get your girl book and your reading world if they are ready.
我问王一达。
当然，你新雅做的。Hey, that school, silly things happen all the time, but your school hasn't something really dark.
我们今天发生了一件事，然后开毕业照，然后呢有个道士呢，就是一个管子，然后被拔开来，然后外面写着毕业照，然后那管子上面有那个讯息，然后我们把那个盖子拔开，然后放在别人头上，然后那个棍子就那个人拿着，然后当那个棒球棍在打。
Alright, 284. 284.
Wait a minute.
284. Yeah, 284. 284. 284.
啊？
那时候你拿走我的时候，我把它放在哪里？
你不能去录音了，
哦，对，好像对。
莫名其妙啊！我会失忆了。
Because he's Eric. But that is Eric. That is Eric.
I know.
Or using when in adjective clause, yeah, using when in adjective clause， 形容词子句的 when 就是我们讲的关系副词的时间，上次是关系副词的地点，这是时间。So, I'll never forget the day I met you then. I met you on that day. Okay, underline then. Underline then. Underline the day. 记得。Then 就是那个时候，当时，也就是 on that day 的意思的，在那一天，我从来都不会忘记那一天，哪一天呢？我遇见你的那一天，所以呢，合在一块变成呢 ，I'll never forget the day. So 先看第 C 好了 ，I'll never forget the day. What day? 用 that I met you. I'll never forget the day that I met you. I'll never forget on which I met you， 所以 on which on 就是 on that day 那个 on， 所以 that day 就是一个名词，就是 which， 所以呢 on which 也是 OK 的。I'll never forget when I met you。然后再来呢 ，I'll never forget the day I met you， 你也可以把 when 整个直接不写，然后直接老都不写。你看哦 ，when is used in an adjective clause to modify a noun， 来说是一个名词 of time。时间有关的名词，所以地点呢用 where， 时间用 when。但是呢 ，the use of preposition in an adjective clause that modifies a noun of time is somewhat different， 看到画起来 different from that is other adjective clauses， 和其他的有点不太一样哦，这是不一样的地方。你看哦 ，a preposition 介系词 plus which is used as in B， 怎么画下来？所以呢 on which on which is used as in B， 所以呢时间呢还是用 which， 时间呢因为是名词 the day， 还是用 which， 可是 on which 因为跟日子有关就 on。再来 otherwise there is no preposition 除了这个情况以外呢，不像是地点的地方呢，你还会保留一个介系词在句尾什么的，这个就没有了。是地点的时候呢，会有一个什么 which I live in 什么 at， 这就没有，只有合在一块才会有那个介系词加 which， 就这个时候。所以呢 ，otherwise there's no preposition， 就没有其他的介系词了。The use of a preposition is very formal. The use of a preposition is very formal. 所以呢，我会 B 接下来 formal。所以呢，非常正式 formal， 也就是写作的时候才会用到这一个，写作才用到这个 on which。So the common one is the A. I'll never forget the day when I met you. 我用 that 代替 when 也可以，用 that。本来 that 是关代而已，关代名词，但是呢，当做关系副词的代替时间也是可以的。So I'll never forget the day that I met you。所以 that 跟 when 一样的概念。I'll never forget the day I met you 也可以，所以只有 B 就其他都没有。So complete the sentences with the correct preposition. And number 1, Paul.
My cousin from
Kuwait.
will come on Monday.
Yeah, on Monday. Okay, Lawrence, 2.
Their plane arrives
And 7:05 is the time. Yeah, at. Okay, Hua. In 2010, yes. Okay, 4. One.
We have to visit in July.
That's right. But now we can go to part 2. Monday is the day my cousin from Kuwait will come then. So Monday is the day when 时间 my cousin from Kuwait will come.
Where is Kuwait?
I'm not sure.
Kuwait.
Maybe. But Monday is the day on which. So either they when or either on which my cousin from Kuwait will come. So 7:05 is the time their plane arrives then. So Linda, the 2 answers are
7:05 is the time when their plane arrives.
yes. The other one is
7:05 is the time at which
yes. At which.
their plane arrives.
Very good. 2010 is the year I last saw them then. Okay, Paul. 2 answers are
2010 is the year when
Yeah.
I had
saw them.
Monday.
And the other one is
2010 is the year in which
yeah, in which.
I last saw them.
That's correct. July is the month the weather is usually the hottest then.
July is
Yeah, July is the month.
July is the month when the weather is usually the hottest then.
No, then. That means at that time. In July. So July is the month
The weather is usually
when the weather is usually the hottest. And the other one is July is the month in which
the weather is usually the hottest.
yeah, that's okay, that's it. Okay, answers at 31. Yeah, let's talk. What kind of food don't you like? I don't like food that is too sugary. 太甜的东西. Okay, number 1 to number 6. You can choose any one you want and then give me your answer. Okay, what? Now read the question that you want to answer and then you read the question and tell us the answer, your own answer. I learned from the teacher. That are teachers. So that are. No. What kind of teacher do you learn best from? 你从哪些老师的身上会学得最好 ？So that means 你需要说这老师的特质是怎么样 ？So what kind of teacher do you learn best from？ 从哪些老师的身上你会学得最好？或是你喜欢哪些课？ I learn best from the teachers that are 或者 that 加动词，可是怎么样的老师我可以学得最好？有讲很多笑话的啊，讲很多干话的啊，讲很多很认真上课的啊，或者带我们说故事的啊，偶尔啊，长得很帅的啊，很美的啊，长得像明星的啊 humorous. Okay, so I learn best from the teachers who are humorous. Okay, I choose one. From number 1 to 6.
Okay, what kind of cities do you like to visit? I want like to visit the cities that have many like historical
collections.
Like that have museum that have many historical collections or many historical buildings like that.
Okay, Linda. What kind of?
I like the.
Is it what kind of day or what kind of people? What kind of people do you like to spend time with? Okay. I like
to
spend time with the people that are. Okay, Paul.
What time of day can you feel most
Energetic. 有活力。The time of okay. The time of day I feel most energetic is 6 p.m.
What's energetic?
Energetic means you have another energy. You don't feel sleepy.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. 6 p.m.
But I finish the whole class.
Oh, so you finish your whole class at 6 p.m.
And you feel energetic.
So late.
Okay.
这样第9节。
Okay, yeah, Lawrence.
What kind of day would you like to live?
Yeah.
I like to live in a place that is not noisy.
Not noisy. Okay. But turn the page 287. Okay, using adjective clauses to modify pronouns 修饰代名词。There is someone I want you to meet. So someone pronoun. Yeah, 有一个我想要你见见的人。Everything he said was pure nonsense. Yeah, 他所说的一切呢，都是呢胡说八道、不合理的 nonsense. And anybody who wants to come is welcome. 任何想要来的人呢 is welcome. So someone, everything, anybody, yeah, pronoun. So adjective clauses 形容词子句呢可以 modify indefinite pronoun。你之前我们讲的是什么什么的人，什么什么的书，那些书啊人呢都是呢 definite 明确的事情，但这些呢代名词呢其实还没有很明确指出到底是什么人或什么东西，也可以修饰它。所以呢 can modify indefinite pronoun。 像是 someone、everybody 等等。So object pronoun 要受词的代名词 that、whom、which are usually omitted 省略画下来。In the object clause as in A and B。See， 因为 someone、everything、anybody 它们都不是一个明确的什么东西，所以一般我们都会把那个 which、that 都省略到不写，就直接写那个形容词子句而已。你看这边有这些关带。But Paula was the only one I knew at the party. Scholarships are available for those who need financial assistance. Scholarship 就是那奖学金。那这个 Paula was the only one， 画下 the only one， 唯一的一个 I know at the party， 所以 Paula 是我这个派对上唯一认识的人。Scholarships are available for those 那些 who need financial assistance， 那些希望经济协助的那些人。所以 the adjective clause can modify the ones and the those， 所以不管是 one 还是 those， 它也是代名词。所以呢，你看哦，形容子句呢还是可以修正这些，刚刚那是不定的代名词，这些限定呀，那些人呢，哪些人什么的也是可以。So incorrect. I, who am a student at this school, come from a country in Asia. You should say, yeah, you don't say that. It is I who am responsible. 他就说呢，我是要负责的那个人。It is I who am responsible. I am responsible 是简单的句子，但是呢，用一个形容词句呢，是我就是那个得负责的人。He who laughs best， 他那个笑的最后笑的那个人呢 laughs best， 笑的呢最好。Adjective clauses are almost never used to modify personal pronouns。形容词子句呢很少，几乎没有呢，用来形容人称代名词 I、U、V 那些叫人称代名词。But native English speakers would not say or write the sentence in F. Example G is possible, but very formal and uncommon. 画下来 ，G 呢 very formal 很正式 and uncommon 不常用，所以 it is I who am responsible. 再来 H。It is a well-known saying， 常用的一种说法 ，in which he is used as an indefinite pronoun， meaning anyone。所以 he 呢，它指的并不是他，就是任何一个人。OK，35。Ask your mom. She is the one who can help you. 她是那个可以帮助你的那个人。OK 呀 ，Linda，Drew。Try to use help to finish the sentence. You can try to use. Yeah, I have a problem. There's something. So these are all about the problem. So you have to try a way to finish the sentence. You can use any words you want. Use any word, any way. I have a problem. There's something. 有一个我不明白的事情，有一个我想要问你的事情，有一个短语。So there's something. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. 任何只要跟有关都可以。Yeah, I have a problem. There's something I need your help. There's something I don't understand. There is something I need your suggestions. Okay? Alright, this is homework. You can try to figure out the answers. Alright, let's look at reading world. Let's have lesson 2. Alright, please read a sentence of everything. Okay, just one sentence until to the period. Okay, Paul, number 1. Uses漂流渔网，就漂流网，就是呢，就是你撒一个网让它不断在海里，就是任意的捕鱼这种方式呢 ，drifting drift netting is a fishing technique， 一种钓鱼的一种方法 ，that uses large 用很大的 free drifting net， 是很大的，the free drifting net to catch fish， 就是呢在行船的时候就用那种大网，有没有？就直接让它就是浮在那边，然后就是什么都把它抓起来。And then? Method. 这个比其他任何的方法来的便宜，因为呢你不需要电它，你不需要怎么样，就把一个大网的丢下去，让它就漂流，有什么补什么，就这样。And then next one. Controversial
because of the large amount of bycatch they create.
但是呢 drift net 这些漂流的网呢，渔网呢是很有争议的，因为呢这么大of the large amount of bycatch， 因为呢有很多 bycatch 就是不小心捕到的东西呢 they create， 他们会创造很多不小心意外抓到那些其他不是他们主要想要抓的东西。And then? Marine creatures. Bycatch is a name， 是一个名称，给那些海洋生物呢，那些不小心意外捕到那些海洋生物叫做 bycatch。And then? Sometimes
the bycatch from drift nets include animals that are
critically
endangered.
有时候呢，这些呢不小心意外捕到的东西呢，从那些漂流网捕到的东西呢，它们包含了一些即将呢严重的濒临绝种的动物critically endangered。critically 一般就是呢，好像有一种生命上有关的字，我们用 critically， 比如说比如病人快要死掉了或者怎么样 ，he is in critical。下一个。在过去呢，这种漂流网呢，广泛的被使用。Amen. Generally,
they catch for small satisfactory organizations and were used close to shore so they did not cause a problem.
一般而言呢，这些网呢，它们呢 were small， 25到100公尺 ，and were used close to shore。它们呢被使用地点呢离的海岸呢其实很近的 ，so they did not pose a problem， 它们并没有产生问题。And then?
However, from the mid 1980s until the early 1990s, large fleets of drift nets were sent into the North Pacific Ocean to catch small squid and
salmon。然而呢，从1980年的中期呢，一直到1990年初期呢，许多船呢，这些那种漂流网的船只呢，他们在派到呢北太平洋去抓一些尾鱼啊、乌贼啊，还有呢鲑鱼什么的。And then? Operated. 日本、南韩还有中国呢 ，operated the large fleet， 他们呢就是操纵，也就是他们呢控制的这些最大型的船只，而这些船呢 ，each country having 这一些船只呢，每一个国家都有了 hundreds of boats， 他们各自有数百条船，也就是他们这个数量太多了。And then?
In addition, the drift net being used
Being used
for were up to 50 kilometers long.
In addition，除了它们数量多以外，这些 drift net 这些网呢 ，being used 这些被使用的这些漂流网呢 ，for up to 50 kilometers long， 不是这几百公尺而已，是呢50公里这么长。
啊，可以从台北到桃园。
Yeah, yeah, just a big one.
跟我谈过。
And then?而这些数量这么庞大的这些漂流网呢，他们抓到了非常非常多的这些不小心意外抓到的这些生物，而且呢，他们也被责怪，他们破坏了鱼的量，因为它们太多了。And then?
Many countries complain about their use.
许多国家都在抱怨他们想使用这个东西。And then?
The huge new drift also upset environmental.
Yeah, the huge， 而且呢，数量这么庞大新的这些漂流网呢，也 upset 使得这些环境保护者呢相当的不高兴 upset。And then? Which? 他们呢很担心的原因是因为呢，部分的这些漂流网呢，他们就变成了所谓的鬼网。什么意思呢？他们呢 ，well, they have been lost at sea。他们呢可能在船上，本来是在船上就是装着的那个渔网，可是呢可能如果那网如果飘走的话呢，离开那个船，它就变成鬼网，在海上还继续飘，继续捕鱼。And then?
Drift nets are not
Anchored
to a deep bottom or connected to a boat, so they are sometimes lost, especially in storms.
Yeah， 那些漂流网呢，它们并没有下锚在某个地方，在海底有没有？或者它也没有跟船连在一块，所以呢，它们有时候会不见。特别呢是在呢台风的时候、暴风雨的时候，里面。
When this happens, the net is released around the ocean for years, catching and killing all kinds of marine creatures.
要当这样的情况发生的时候呢，这些网子呢就到处的飘，在海里到处飘，已经飘了好几年，而且不断的抓到，而且打死了很多各式各样的海洋生物。Yeah， 这些呢，好几公里长的这些网子呢，它们有可能会造成呢非常大量的伤害。And then?
Annually, after years of work, the combined force
What is this?
forces government and environmental effect.
最后呢，在经过多年的抗议啊，那些呢，the combined voice of government and environmentalists， 各个政府的一些抗议的声音呢，结合了环境保护者的一些声音呢，他们呢 had an effect， 终于造成了某种影响了。Assembly, resolution, which bans. 在那 UN 联合国的这个组织有没有？他们采取了一种解决方法，这个解决方法呢，就是呢 ban drift net， 就禁止这些漂流网的这种捕鱼的方式呢，在公海国际的海域上面 in international waters。
Other forms of drift net fishing were strictly
regulated
as well.
好，其他的方法呢，就是叫做漂流网捕鱼的方式呢，也所有的也严格的被管理着。These actions
greatly reduce the
threat
of drift nets to marine life. But enforcing the regulation could be difficult, and drift net fishing continues to pose a
hazard. OK， 这些行为呢，大大的减少了这些呢漂流网的威胁 threat of drift net， 对海洋生物的一些威胁，但是也加深了 the regulation provide to be difficult， 但是呢 enforce the regulation 执行这些计划呢，这些规则呢，那 proved to be difficult 也证明呢其实很难执行的 ，and the drift net fishing continue 还是持续呢 to pose a hazard， 还是呢产生一个非常严重的问题。That's it.
Drift nets are still catching endangered fish and mammals in our ocean.
像这些漂流网呢，仍然呢在捕那些濒临绝种的鱼类啊，还有一些哺乳类动物在我们的海域上面。Alright. 没有问题。
这不是 O C 的吧？应该是需要就是那个小 C 啊，小 C。
哦，真的啊。
在外面。
好。
H 里跟到才对吧？
什么 extremely 就是那个严格的那个。
哦，是啊。是吧？换东西。
OK。
有一个爱心，那个是什么？我按了。
啊，我按了。
爱心。
那个渣
渣男。好丑哦，好恶心。
那个彩虹的哦。
我觉得南瓜好看呢，我们要南瓜好不好？好，就这么决定，我们要南瓜。